Mwifotila madibanywe Kaluwe kumona Kushinga mwakusela Itaba kunyana nyamwe na mununda Muwa muga shewanywe Balingano waya ya mpoi waka Mwachila kwa agenda.
En tant qu'artiste, vous avez la capacité à se déplacer pour aussi l'effort, la communauté de voir, de voir soit baningande des obètes.
My name's Guy Morley. I'm Grace Jones's creative producer for the Meltdown Festival. What we wanted to do was find a vehicle that really worked for a collaboration, a sort of north-south collaboration between Hot Chip and Congolese music through the Kasai Allstars.
This was kind of like sent to us as the possibilities. We checked them out, loved the music, and so we were jumping at the chance to try and work with them. It's a huge collective. I mean, it's like 25 people in that group, I think, and it just waxes and wanes. So we didn't really know who was going to necessarily turn up or whatever. But we got Lumpara, Mumbai, and Kabongo, and they're amazing. We've been working with them for the last couple of days in the studio that I run with Joe from Hot Chip and try to rehearse and get things together. And it was always going to be a bit of an ask, you know, a sort of tall order to kind of get this thing done in 2 days, and like to have to deal with cultural differences and language barriers and all these kind of things.
Première fois, je pense que ça sera toujours difficile. Difficile pourquoi? Parce que bateau, vous avez pensé langue, vous avez la langue, disons. En plus, musique est différente. L'instrument, la musique est différent.
It's been an amazing process actually watching them. They're all so open artistically from the Kasai end and from the Hot Chip end, and great musicians. So they've been able to find the musical language to be able to bring this together actually remarkably well and remarkably quickly. You're in different modes, different rhythms, how all that works, how you translate something from one sort of structure which is very Western into something that's, you know, a different sort of structure which is African. So those chord sequences and that technical stuff is really important, and you need to be, you know, a competent musician as well as having that artistic flair that they have to make it work.
We found that the best way to work was just to kind of play in quite an open way, and a lot of the Kasai songs are particularly quite sort of groove based. So once you kind of like get into that particular vibe, then it's kind of like easy to kind of get along with those songs. And what we've done with the Hot Chip songs, we're kind of trying to adapt them a little bit so that they are more in that world, like, you know, a bit more of a just like, okay, let's find the groove, and then they can sort of like get on top of that. The way it sort of seemed to flow was that there was sort of spaces where we were just like, hey, can you do something in this space? And they were like, hell yeah, we can.
Kasai Allstars.
Luka eloko moko oyo okoki intervenir. Intervenir obimisi son na yo yokani. C'est difficile à s'adapter dans un premier temps, mais en tant qu'artiste, tout ça l'effort, matata eza makasi, il faut koyeba oyo bango bazo sala na tempo na bango musique na bango comment ezokende. Mais même bango pe bayeba oyo biso ndenge nini ezo fonctionner. Alors, tout ça les répétitions, tout se mettre d'accord. Et tout évoluer, c'est comme ça.
As soon as they start singing together, this very magical thing happens, and we were just sort of giving them space to do what they would normally do, basically, and not trying to impose ourselves too much on that experience. We're very grateful that they were so open to adapting to the way that we work, and we were hopefully able to adapt a little bit to the way that they work, and yeah, it worked out pretty great.
Offshoot Kasai. Offshoot Kasai. Offshoot Kasai.